Kids have been told from the cradle that they're screwed without a 4-year degree. They believe it. And they look around and they see that myth reinforced in thousands of different TV shows and books. And you hear it from our elected officials. And it's it's just it's just everywhere. But eventually you talk to enough of your friends who are $300,000 in debt, well educated, but not qualified for any of the jobs that seem to exist right now. You meet enough of those people, you see enough of it with your own eyes, and pretty soon the evidence just demands a verdict. Our universities right now are going to face a huge PR problem because this will feed on itself.
Among the many problems plaguing American colleges and universities is the growing cost for students.
Just look at the eye-watering prices for annual tuition at some of these schools. The University of Southern California, $95,000 a year. Wellesley, Penn, $92,000. Dartmouth, $91K. Boston University, $90,000.
And like clockwork, as his approval among young voters slips, Biden's planning to unveil yet another large-scale student loan bailout for millions of borrowers on Monday during a speech in my home state of Wisconsin.
Here with reaction, public finance economist at the Heritage Foundation, E.J. Antoni. Just to put an exclamation point on it, Biden has already forgiven $144 billion for 4 million borrowers. And that's essentially borrowing the money and then spreading out that forgiven debt to every person in America. And this is at a time when almost 90% of Americans have no student loan debt. This is insanity and it's wrong, but he keeps on doing it.
Dagen, you're absolutely right. It is morally wrong. We are essentially, let's first of all remember the fact that forgiveness is a euphemism. It means taxpayer funded. So what this really is putting on the backs of taxpayers the responsibilities of these people who took out student loans. You are requiring those who already paid off their student loans to pay off other people's as well. And then what about those who never went to college? Or if they did, they didn't borrow because, imagine this, they actually had a job and had savings that they used to pay for their college education. You are asking all of those who were more responsible to pay for those who were less responsible. Mr. President, whenever you subsidize something, you get more of it. In this case, you are subsidizing irresponsibility.
Well, Joe Biden's concerned with low incomes and high student loan debt, EJ. And so the answer is let's just forgive the debt as opposed to looking at the real problem. We put up the numbers, $95,000 a year to go to school, $91,000 a year to go to school, and you get a degree that's never going to pay you half that amount per year. Well, of course there's a problem. Joe Biden shouldn't focus on the debt. He should focus on the universities that are charging these outrageous tuitions.
Sean, that's very true, but we should also remember the fact that a disproportionate amount of this student loan debt is held by a minority of borrowers. So when the president starts talking about we need to help these folks because they don't have high enough incomes, that's absolute hogwash. Their incomes have risen more than average. Their employment rates have been higher than average, not only before COVID, but even after. So this isn't even a group en masse that needs help. But if you really want to reduce the cost of higher education, the best thing you could do is to stop all of these ridiculous student loan programs. I don't just mean the so-called forgiveness. I mean the actual student loans themselves, because that is what is forcing up the price at schools.
There are no underwriting standards. They just hand out money. And why does a doctor making $500,000 a year deserve to have $250,000 in student loans forgiven? Because that's exactly what's happening. And it's a political loser for this loser in the White House. But let's move on. As the March jobs report reveals, sizable gains in the government job sector, the federal government adding about 9,000 jobs alone. Joe Biden's been working behind the scenes to cement protections for bureaucrats against potentially being axed by future presidents. So while Trump wanted to drain the swamp, Biden wants to keep it filled to the brim and throw in some moss and some gators along with it, EJ. This is insanity.
Well, this all goes back to Schedule F reform, which President Trump had wanted to get through and unfortunately was not able to. Now, the only good thing here, Dagan, is the fact that whatever Biden does with executive order, any of his successors can essentially undo with executive order. So this isn't so much something that can permanently stop civil service reform. Instead, what this is another example of essentially weaponizing the justice system, where they are trying to set up a situation where lawsuits can be brought against any attempts in the future to actually reform the civil service.
Oh, and government workers make $60 an hour, or 40% more than the private sector counterpart.
Well, and EJ, that is a problem. When you have a deep state that's working for the Biden administration, even though Donald Trump may have won, that's a threat to democracy. The civil service is supposed to work for the president who is elected by the people. When you undermine that system, you really don't have a democracy, and that's what Joe Biden is trying to guarantee. Government rule from here to eternity. That is the problem. EJ, always good to see you. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.